So right now we are working at this one place called White House. It is the name of the building. It's called White House. So what we do there, we basically revamp this house to a certain structure that is being formulated over the years or over time by engineers, obviously. So we are revamping it. So when we revamp it, we have to kind of give a little bit more context on what products are we using. Lightning profile, right? um we are having like these boxes are like LED. They're called LED strip lighting. So basically what they do, I don't know if I can drop a footage for you, but this strip lighting, the LED, they like light every I'd say on a second level. One of the coolest thing you can ever do when you have a house is to have a good lighting in your house. So with LED is to give your house or this certain building a certain look or structure, especially for content. You know, people love content. So when you revamp a place, you want it to look good, you know, in such a way that it even looks good in pictures, and there is sufficient lights that makes your building to look like exactly the vision you have imagined. But I don't know, do we have to program? Well, I'm not sure if you can program them, but I think the lightning that has like sort of a rainbow colors, I don't know if you get me. So this is how they look inside. So basically this is what a strip lighting look like. And this is the length, or I'd say maybe the thickness. So they say that it's like, how long? It's like 10 meters long. Yeah, it's like 10 meters long. If you were to ask me whether it's like a DC or AC, I don't know. I don't know if it's a DC or like or AC. So growing up, I didn't know that people do have, or there is a certain maybe equipment, you know, that we have to install for our lightning to be structured exactly how we want it to be, like, you know. So lightning profile I was like, what? A lightning profile? Well, I'm super excited to let you know that if you want to position your lighting in a certain way, you can use lighting profile. I think it is a very good tool to use when you have like, or when you one person who likes lighting. So if you want to have a lighting, you know, sometimes you don't want your lighting to be hanging up in sorry, you don't want your lighting to be hanging up on like the walls. It kind of doesn't look like a proper look. So a lighting profile give you exactly the little more detail you want in your lighting. We also have like these ones are called like lighting profile. So lighting profile looks like this. This is how it looks like. So when you want to install them, you have to like put this thing inside. 2 minutes, yeah, kind of a bit. You have to put like this thing inside like this. In fact, you have to like this on the white side, like this, so that it can be like properly fitted wherever you want to fit it at. Yeah, so it's a good thing that we do have like unboxing. So when you want to get like lighting profile, they come in a bunch. I'm not sure how many there are inside, but you can get like as many as you want or you like to get. So today I'm working alongside Bridget Ntwa. We are working together in this room. So we are installing this profile lights, and we have to kind of put them in a way that meets the vision board. goes. That meets the vision board.
Hello. Okay, with the finish up. Okay. Oh, what was it? Hey. What's that? I'm taking your money. Because if it's so calling again, it's got a phone. Because if it's finally.
I want us to put these lights. I want the boss to see. Nobody is going on. I want this light to work. I want the boss to see.
I feel like they're working under pressure, like the way everything is on pressure again.
I never feel pressured. The only time I feel pressured is when maybe I work alongside someone who puts me in a position where they control what I'm doing. For example, if like I'm working, someone say, "Hey, hurry up, you know, I want this thing to be done." I feel like I'm not in a position where I can do something on my potential level. So if we are working on a project and it's expected for it to be done, I think I'm gonna put all the effort to make sure that this particular project is getting finished. I'm not sure if I'd meet the deadline, but I'll definitely make sure that I'm gonna finish this particular project and make sure that I'm delivering it. I think the one thing that's more important is actually delivering. I can reach a deadline.
Eh?
Reach a deadline.
So hit it? Really?
Yeah.
What?
This one, but what have I been reckoning? What's in the carpentry? Because we did deadline.
This thing about like this guy can got weird. Like you can slightly one and then go push it apart.
Oh. I like how Bridget is detailing how to put a profile. You know, your profile when you use your lighting, it says that you must write, you would want it to be perfect, but I think the best way to put it inside the lighting profile is to put it like sideways. That's like quite more easier for it to kind of flow, and like when you harshly push or put your lightening in that profile in a way that you find it constructive. But I think what Bridget is portraying or is explaining, I think that's what it's much more easier when you want to put your lightening in a way that you'd love in the end, like that your end goal would be met.
What like? Change like. Oh, this thing is so terrible.
Working in engineering has been really teaching me a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to about making or finding little detail, you know, that you didn't even know they existed. So right now I'm showing you what is a double-sided tape. A double-sided tape is such a conducive tape to ever exist because it helps you stick something and you won't even notice that there's something that holds it together on that particular stick. So I think it's a very cool idea or creative idea to ever, or someone to ever think of this sided tape. But there are a variety of tapes, but this one is particularly used for particular particular task, or whatever you want to do, but it has its own speciality on what it has to work on. Right now I'm showing you double side tape. This is from the brand Idea, right? This is both it's super Builder Smart Superstore for 60 rand, 59.95, right? So a double-sided tab, what it basically does, you apply it, right, and then you remove it, so the sticker that hello hello like sort of a what I would say, sort of a sellotape. It's a sellotape, right? It's a tape, sellotape. Just that this one, it's used to plug things on the wall without the sellotape. Sellotape meaning like the covering, like I would say the red tape. So we're just gonna use the glue that's inside this thing specifically to glue stuff in the wall for any other object, So it means sellotape will stick on your hand, but with this particular tape, you don't have to necessarily put it on the wall. It is used for strange things to plug on the wall using it, right? This is like 5 meters by 80, meaning it's only like 5 meters long. So you need to have like more of them for you if you have like sort of a big project. So I'll walk you around to show you what kind of things that it has to do if you want to use it. Like where can you probably use it, for example, because we are currently using it on the chain. So it's on the bottom of the chain. This is basically where you're using it. This is double-sided tape, ne? It's from the brand Idea. It's broad. It Builder Smart Superstore, right? So what it basically also do is that it is used on the wall to mold pictures, decorations. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a tape, but we use the glue in it to actually tape stuff on the wall, Robin. So it's you can use on ceramic, like on walls, ceramic walls, maybe wood surfaces, whether it's dry, whether it's smooth, or whether it's clean. Any surface it can just basically stick. Okay, so every step of the way that we are doing stuff, there is someone who directs us and say, okay, for this particular thing, use this thing, and you're gonna have to use it like this. So currently we are working alongside a manager of this project, specifically on the department that I'm working on, to make sure like everything is going exactly as they want it to. Like, so they have to be hands-on with us by showing us, guiding us, and explain to us how these particular things work before we can actually get to do it. So right now we are working alongside Mr. Lloyd Benny. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing to actually say people's name, but I feel like because you are working with him, I think it would also give credit to what he's busy doing as an engineer.
Yeah, he has to drink before he works. Once you go to a laptop, his head's like, can't even type.
So Mr. Penny is actually showing us how this tape works. So he's showing us how we actually have much more advantage because we're still young, our hands are more like tangible. So he's explained to us how to put this thing on the wall, and I will be portraying every single move on how it's done. So I'm going to show you a little bit more on a deeper context because I explain how does an ideal tape work. So I'm going to show you a little bit more on a context level, how does it actually work and where do we have to put it? We put it on top of the chair, like a sofa, because we want our LED lights to be based on that side inside the building. Ooh, just the red tape. And then the transparent one stays behind.
Yeah.
Alright. This looks so cool. Okay. So right now we are fitting the strap liners. So we have to put like this thing that kind of look. So right now I'm explaining to you how this tape is actually working, and I've also explained what other object can it also used on. So right now I'm showing you how to put this profile tape and how to plug it using your LED light. So we use this one. I'm plugging it on the wall so that we put our profile and then our LED lights along with the profile, so that we position our lighting in a certain way that we want it exactly on detail we want. It's like we are working with a plan, so obviously we want the plan to outstand or to outshine, or whatever results we are looking forward to. Transparent, and then we have to stick it on the wall like this.
Let's see this one now.
So where I'm working and where we are working in this project, I'm not working alone, right? I'm working with a team of friends, team of family. We are learning this thing, right? We are learning how to be engineers. So we're engineering this house, we're putting lights, and we're all sort of busy, and we are doing these things with calculations, like meaning we're all trying to be spot on. We are really dedicated to make sure like this house, it's all detailed out.
7 days, 7 nights since my head got cut and died. And I've had 7 days since I tried to rip a chapter out my mind. I've tried, and his laugh is just as soft as yours, smiling just as wide. He could be what I like, and his voice is just as dark as yours.
So right now, what are we busy with the stepping ladder is that we are trying to put extra lights on the ceiling. You understand those small lights that always appear in the ceiling, like I'd say maybe maybe at your house if you have like cool houses, or maybe I'd say by the sitting rooms. I'd say maybe in your business office, those kind of small things. Yeah, so we are putting those lights, extra lights on the ceiling. So that's what we are basically doing right now. putting those lights, they're actually cool, né? Like the end results are cool. But let's talk about how do you actually put them. So when you put them, you have to calculate. Hello? So you have to calculate and make sure that these things are aligning properly. So like they're aligning in the same lines and they are divided, or like spacing between are equal throughout from this particular area. Maybe the other particular area would be bigger, but there's a certain strategy that we use to make sure like these lights are well fitted on the roof. And we also need to make sure that we are not ruining the projects for people who already have worked prior than us. Meaning, because it's a ceiling, so we had to allow people who do the ceiling to finish their ceiling so that we come after them. So we cannot ruin their projects. We have to work together. So there's a certain strategy that we use to make sure like these things are well fitted on the roof. We don't just put them. We have to make sure like and make calculations and make sure how to actually put them and make sure like whatever we're doing, it's gonna hold this bulb on the air like that, on the ceiling. It won't fall and it will not cause any construction or complications on the ceiling. So when you work in a project for probably, I'd say maybe where I work in. So when you work in a project and you're an engineer, you cannot work alone. You kind of have to have an assistant who will pass you stuff, who will help you so that you don't go up and down on the stepping ladder, to avoid injuries, to avoid any complications, for your health. So it's much more important for people to work together. So that's why it's very important when you go to work, you must have a very genuine. You must be a very genuine person, not to hold grudges, so that the work can be much more easier for us workers and people who are working along with us to make work much more easier to work together, because this work cannot be done all by one person. Well, you can when you have an experience, but it's much more easier when you work in a group. That's basically what I'm trying to explain.
Hi.
What are you going to try?
Sometimes when I finished my high school level, I thought I'd probably be done with maths. But no, I was wrong. Like, maths follow me everywhere I go, and I cannot shield myself from it because I totally chose a career that specialized in the department. And hear me out when I tell you that almost every single thing has to be calculated. You cannot just put stuff. We need to know, when you do this thing, what was your calculations? And we need you to be precise. We don't want you to guess, oh, okay, this is what it is and how this is what I want. You get what I'm saying? So, this, yeah, I can't believe I signed up for this. So when we work as a group like this, so our supervisor always advises that the work must be mutual, you know. So we don't allow gentlemen to do majority of work and then we women lay back. No, we're stepping on these ladders. We are hey, we are pulling up. We are pulling up, and we try by all means to make sure that we pull up. We make sure that the work is much more easier for them, and that when we ask for help, they are willing to help because we make much more things to be easier for all of us. That's why I'm saying, like, it's very important when we work in in every team, we need to be a very neutral team so that the work can be easier for us to work throughout.
And then so sharp. Then after you go to
The reason I am emphasizing why we need to work together, work together within the groups, because like sometimes you're just not sure, you know, like you are sure but you're not so sure. So somebody has to come and confirm that why you're not so sure, you know, what could be the problem that you're not so sure. So we are working along with gentlemen so they can help us in position like that to make sure like we are working or we are going in the right direction, because obviously we have different strengths. The other people are technical, the other people are numerical, other people are like opinionated. So we are allowing everyone to have their strength to be exercised, you know. So I think it's much more convenient for men and women to work together alongside each other compared to if a place or maybe a department is only dominated by like one people, or I'd say maybe one gender.
Higher, I'm taking it up a mountain. It's time to jump. My eyes got flickering flames up to the sky.
Hear me out when I tell you that I am on a very good spirit, you know. So I was thinking, how about I show you a little bit more detail about how his life been going for me. So
young to be this hurt, yeah. I'm too young to be this hurt, yeah. I'm too young to be this hurt, yeah. I'm too young to be this.
So because of the queue was this long, it was so long that people were even like shifting or going like place to back, wanting a better queue. So when I got inside the grounds or the stadium, the game was already playing. I was only left with like, I don't know, half, like quarter of the match for me to watch. So I was only left for like few minutes or few seconds for me to watch. So I got there and it was late. And I was like, okay, there's nothing we can do. We are late, so let's have fun. And indeed, we had fun. Guys, the way I was so late, I got late in such a way that by the time I seated just few minutes after then, it was halftime. And during halftime, let me tell you, people were dancing. Like there was a whole lot of performance taking place. And I think I was very excited to watch all those performances, although I was quite far. What made it interesting is the fact that they were dancing. So I think dancing performances are actually much more funner than we think.
Calling all stars, T's and apply. South Africa, be sharp, not for persons under the age of 18.
So the whole time I'm waiting for these people with white. Oh, okay. So the whole time I'm waiting for those people wearing like red stuff to actually do something. Like I'm waiting for them, because everyone is performing. So I'm waiting for. So I thought maybe there's their entrance way of stepping into a performance. No, can't see. These people are actually doing their job. I don't know what they are picking there, but they are picking up something. So I was like, what? And then the whole song played, and then they never really did anything. And I was like, okay, all right. Those niggas, they keep like doing those things in the ground. Me, I thought they gonna dance. Like this guy's gonna dance. It's their job. Whatever they're doing, it's their job. Me, the whole time I thought they're also gonna dance. I guess I'm not supposed to see this because the way people keep like working on our videos. Like I would swear it's not even my house. Like I could tell just the way they work on my videos. So currently it's break now on TV. Well, we are watching live from Toyota Stadium in Free State, obviously. So we're having entertainment going on the show right now. I don't know. I got like some cool snacks, but I don't feel like eating now. In fact, I just arrived. Like I'm late. Like the queue outside is so long. I had arrived almost around like half time of the show. Imagine now I only have like 1/4 of the show left for me to watch, and the current stat says that it's 0-1. My KSC FC 0 and Mamelodi Sundowns currently 1. Best of luck of like how the outcome gonna be. I'm just here for a good time. I'm supporting Sundowns obviously. I'm a retired KFC pizza chips fan. I like food. Like, did you get that? Did you get that? Like, I like food. Because I mentioned KFC probably. Like the place that I chose, I wanted to be like close to like the ground, but it's kind of packed, and it's like so hot outside, like queue so long, and it's halftime now. Can you imagine that? So nice. Oh. exactly at the second quarter of the show, or let's say soccer match. So I'm chilling there. You know, I'm kind of very much neutral about what's going on and how's the game going. Although we all had, although I had so much expectation on Sundowns, but I was very neutral because it was like a very cool day. So I was not even aware that it was a final cup game. And later when I checked out my tickets, I was like, okay, this is a final match game. I was like, okay, that's when I was like, oh, okay. But my take on that was like, I was a little bit disappointed on Sundowns because like I have so much trust in it, but also I was very neutral because it's a final match. So with final games, you just never know. You just never, even the games that you or the match or the team that you trusted, you just never know. Normally when it's like a late match, we don't stay up or we don't stay as them till late. Maybe, okay, you can if you have transport, but basically because I still don't have a car, so I don't get to stay late after the game. So I'll just stay there for a few minutes, maybe checking out like extra murals that will take place, like people bringing the cup, you know, all of this. Maybe I can probably witness all of that, but I don't think I'll stay quite longer until people stop being few or there's like less people who appear to be in the stadium, you know. So for me, right after that, I went out and I think I went out and just chit-chat with people, hang out and ask them how was their shows or how was the game, how it went. And that's when I realized that there was a lot of people who were here for like good times, and they were really having fun because all they did ever wanted was like, oh, let's go out. So we went out with them and we had like a cool, great time with them. So imagine a whole taxi, Quantum, full of people. Like, guys, I'm not even tour guides, but I had people walking around the city with me, sitting with me, helping them looking for accommodations. Like, really potential and really there is. Otherwise, see you guys on the next vlog. What did you do? Team losing, they can't wait to bring those stages. 2 points. Mamelodi going away with like 1 point.